Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tara, and welcome to TeamPlayer for RedTeam Flex. I would like to introduce to you the other wonderful CSMs on this webinar. We have Crystal and Josias. Welcome. During this webinar, we will cover several important topics related to RedTeam TeamPlayer platform. We will discuss the benefits of using TeamPlayer. We will also walk you through the registration process and show you how to view and update your credentials. Next, we will cover how to access and view contract documents and online Planroom details. We'll also touch on heavily the billing in TeamPlayer. Finally, we will wrap up with a Q&A session. And also you can put questions in that little Q&A box in the meantime, and we will definitely answer them on the spot. So feel free to do that. One thing to remember is TeamPlayer does allow the vendors to view contracts with the general contractors and bill for product and services. That is the wonderful thing about TeamPlayer. And with that, I will turn it over to Josias.
Thank you, Tara. Appreciate it. And we would like Tara mentioned, we want to welcome everyone to this wonderful webinar. The goal for today, like Tara mentioned, is we're going to cover a good number of things for TeamPlayer and kind of show you essentially how you guys as a subcontractor can really benefit from using TeamPlayer and work alongside with your GCs when it comes to submitting your invoices. So what I'm going to show you first is we have the actual invitation or the email that you receive to actually start billing against a commitment. And that is actually the email that you're going to use to actually register if you haven't already started using TeamPlayer, or moving forward, use that email to actually bill against the commitments that your general contractors are sending over. So scrolling down to the bottom, what you'll see, so today my name is Idris Alba, and I have my email that I've received from my GC. And if I scroll down to the bottom, being that this is my first time that I'm registering for TeamPlayer, I'm gonna click this link and it's gonna allow me to register for TeamPlayer. So if I go down here, I can go ahead and decide what platform I'm using. Now, TeamPlayer is a program that you can use. We have an app, so you can use it on your mobile device or on your tablet. But then you can also use it from your web browser. So depending on which device you're using would determine which link you would click. So for me, I'm on my web browser. So today I'm going to just go ahead and click my computer browser, and it's going to open up TeamPlayer, allowing me to be able to actually create my username and my password, allowing me to begin using TeamPlayer. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your email address in this box here. Now you want to make sure that you're using the email address that was used for you to receive the invitation. It has to match. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my email address right in this box right here. And so now it's going to send an actual code to my personal email, verifying that I am who I am, and that allowing me to be able to create my profile with TeamPlayer. So if I go back into my inbox, I find my TeamPlayer authorization code. So all I got to do is copy this, go back to the app, click paste. And when I hit continue, now it's going to allow me to be able to actually put in the information for my company if this is my first time using TeamPlayer, or if other members of my team have already used TeamPlayer, it'll just add me to that domain, allowing me to all I need to do is just put in a username and password. Just a password. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my password here. My information above came over from RedTeam. I can also put in my information, mobile number, and then again, the company details. If this was my first time, it will opt me to be able to put that information in. So I'm going to go ahead and just click save. And Idris Alba now is using TeamPlayer. So as soon as I log in, what I want to do is it's going to actually give you this welcome video, kind of giving you a rundown on how to actually use TeamPlayer. We have these amazing videos that you can use to kind of learn the software or learn the program. So just to kind of show you some of the other cool features with TeamPlayer, As soon as you hit customers, it'll show you all the clients that you're currently working with if you are using TeamPlayer for multiple general contractors. So as soon as I click my contract, I can select my project here. And what we're going to show you today is just a few other cool things that you get to actually review and verify when you're connected with TeamPlayer. So I have my contract. This is the contract I'm working on this Avengers Quinjet project. We're working on a Chick-fil-A sign. Everybody likes Chick-fil-A. So I'm going to click on this sign right here. And what I want to show you guys right now is how to verify your credentials. So, for those that aren't aware, credentials, they're usually qualifications or certifications that, a person or company has or retains for themselves that meet a certain requirement for a job or a task that the general contractor might have for you. So that can include workers' comp insurance. It can include your general liability, your W-9, a varying amount of certifications that our general contractor might require us to have in order for us to get paid. And that's the important part, right? So the cool thing with TeamPlayer is you can track to make sure that the certifications that my general contractor is requiring from me are up to date. So if I click this arrow right here and I go to credential status, here are the certifications or the credentials that my GC is requiring for me to have up to date. And so you have a few different statuses that you'll be able to use in TeamPlayer. So you have the not on file, expired. You'll either see expiration date or current. And so right now on the screen, all my credentials are up to date. So I'm doing pretty good right now, right? But if let's just say it said expiration date, what that'll tell me is within 30 days, I need to send my general contractor updated credentials for whichever ones are needed here. And then expired and not on file, well, expired will tell me that they have one on file, but it's been expired, so I need to update the one that they have. And then not on file tells me they don't have anything. So regardless, I need to give them the most up-to-date version of the credential they're requiring. And the cool thing with TeamPlayer is you can attach it with the invoice that you submit. So when you submit your billing, you can actually attach it with that. So that way they can get it that way and update their file that way. Or you can just email it directly to them and they'll receive it, update RedTeam, and then you'll be good to go. So that's how you verify which credentials are required from you and what's up to date and what isn't. And then the other cool thing that we have here is we have what's called the Planroom. So in RedTeam, for our general contractors, we have what's called an online Planroom that allows all external members or all external users access to be able to view various items within the system. So if I click the Planroom right from TeamPlayer, it'll take me to the Planroom for that specific project that I am working on. And the information you'll see here is you'll find the contact information for your project manager, including their email, phone number. You'll be able to see photos, so any site photos or any photos that your general contractor has opted for you to be able to see in the Planroom. You can see that information here. And then you can also view your plans and specs and download them directly from their Planroom. The same thing goes for the submittals and any update to the schedule that they've submitted. So all live schedule updates that they create in the system or that they post to the Planroom, you'll be able to also have access to be able to view those files. And so you have that access directly from TeamPlayer. You have a quick link to that online Planroom, allowing you to stay in sync with your GC to get the most up-to-date information. The other thing that you can also see in TeamPlayer is if you click this same arrow, you can also see the contract documents, and you can see other details such as the retainage, the project scope, contract terms, so on and so forth. So if I click the contract document, it'll actually show me the executed contract that my GC has submitted or sent over to me that I'm billing against. And I can see that by clicking this view icon. It'll open up that console and I can see that information here. The other thing that you can also see here in TeamPlayer is you can also review the, when I said more details, it'll give you the specifics of the contract that I'm working on. So we mentioned retainage. I see my retainage here. I see the amount. And then you have your schedule of values, which will be listed right in this section here, which when you also go to invoice, you'll see that same information as well. And so a list of all the individual line items that I can bill against will be found right here in this section. So it gives you a lot of information here in TeamPlayer. But now I think what we're going to want to show you is how to actually submit an invoice using TeamPlayer. So I'm going to pass the mic to my girl, Crystal, and she's going to show you how to actually submit an invoice.
All right, thank you, Josias. So we're going to get started here, and we're going to show you guys how easy it is to submit a bill using TeamPlayer. So we're going to go into our database over here. We're going to go into the project. We're going to do the Chick-fil-A sign. And we're going to simply go to enter a billing. Once this loads, the invoice number is going to auto-populate based on whatever the next number is in sequence, but you can also adjust this if you needed to for any reason. Say you're revising a bill and you wanted it to remain billing number 6, like the previous one you had submitted, and for it to not go to billing number 7, you can actually change that there. And then you're going to select the bill date. So we're going to do the 12th of March. And the through date, 12th of April. Down here, the AIA style billing, you actually cannot change this. This is the only AIA style billing that we support for TeamPlayer. If there was any details you wanted to put, a general description of what you did on this billing, you could put that there if you needed to put that information there as well. So down here, you're going to have all of the list of the SOV lines that you can bill for. So if you had 50 different line items for this actual commitment, everything would come up on this SOV area for you to bill. And it actually shows you the prior billings and everything else in the full amount here as well. So when you click on this period, it'll bring you here. And you can actually choose if you want to do an amount, or if you know that you did like 25% for this billing, you could just simply put 25%. Then you're going to click save. Then retainage. So the retainage is actually set by your GC. It cannot be changed. You can't change it. All you need to do for that billing is actually go into here and click save, and it'll auto calculate whatever they have set for you. The same with taxes. If they had 5% set here, it's actually going to auto populate. You don't need to do anything there as well. As Josiah said, if you needed to add a file, if you had, say, a lien waiver, a credential, a PO, an invoice, any type of PDF type document that you wanted to attach to that month billing, you would just simply add file here. Once you're done with that, you're going to click I agree, submit your billing. And that's how easy it is to submit a billing with TeamPlayer. Next, I'm going to show you guys how you can revise a billing. If they were to reject a billing, it's so simple for you to be able to just go back and actually know what line they rejected, and you can easily revise that billing and send it back to your GC. That's the great thing about TeamPlayer. So we're going to go to the billing section. You can see all of these have been rejected. This one here is the last one that was rejected. So we're going to go to revise this bill. It's going to pull all of the content from your last billing. It's going to show you the line item that was disputed. If they put any comments into why they disputed it, this will pop up here, and it's really great because you don't have to go, like, say you had 100 line item SOV, it's just going to show that one, you'll see that big disputed, and you can view the comments and easily adjust this billing and resubmit it, which is the great thing about TeamPlayer. So we're going to go ahead and adjust this to 5%. And then again, if you had something you needed to upload, this is also a great thing. If you needed to upload something and you forgot, you can actually reach out to your GC and have them reject it, and you can re-add the files and resend it back to your GC. So that's another great thing as well that you can do. If you want them to reject it and add a file or a PDF, they can do that as well. So then we're going to go ahead and submit that. And then the last thing in here I'm going to show you guys is that you can view your waiver statuses. So the waiver status is here, and similar to the credential status that Josiah was showing you, you can check to see if your waiver is up to date, and you could submit it to that month billing. So that's all there is to TeamPlayer, and that's how easy it is to submit a bill. It saves you guys a lot of time, and it is very easy and user-friendly. I'm going to turn it over to Tara and show you guys how you guys can get support with TeamPlayer.
Awesome. Thank you, Crystal. I just wanted to remind everyone that help is always available. You can reach out from the three of us at any time, as well as you have built into your RedTeam website. You can go in there and look at that red bubble, and at the bottom, click and get in real time chat support, and it's always available. So definitely use that tool, as well as, like I said, you can reach out to us. We are available. We would kindly ask that you visit our events page on the RedTeam website to register for our next upcoming webinar. Do we have any questions? No questions? And if you can think of any after this webinar, definitely email us any questions and we will reach out to you. Thank you for attending today's webinar, and see you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.